God, y'all just don't even know. You know, out here in this matrix, you got to get your life together. Got to get your whole entire life. Let me get my drink too. Peace, 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 everybody. Just got off the plantation, so therefore I'm like literally relaxing and been wanting to do a live stream for a while. Let me make sure I put it on Do Not Disturb because I am on my phone. I do have my laptop, but I don't feel like pulling it out right now. But I want to say peace to everybody, peace to the fam. I'm fine, guys. I am still here in Vegas. Let me show you my view. No, I'm just kidding. I'm glad you were able to catch my live stream too. I haven't really been consistent. That's the biggest thing. I haven't really been consistent, y'all. So if you haven't been catching it and you just been seeing it pop up here and there, it's me and my fault and me being inconsistent. So you all can literally snap on me, say whatever you like to say. Peace, peace, peace to the family. Because I do understand that there are people that do look for me to get on, and I haven't been on, I haven't been consistent about it. But I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna get better. I just had to like really handle some things here in Vegas while I'm here, and just trying to get like my grounding on everything and get my foot settled here. It's been really hard to get settled here in Vegas. Although I traveled here 2-3 times a year for like the past 10 years, it's different living here. But anyway, y'all, I know hopefully everybody's doing well. Peace to all the guys, peace to the goddesses, peace to the emperors, the empresses, the kings, the queens, whatever you like to refer yourself as. Yeah, I'm just been chilling, y'all. I'm so glad that you were able to catch me. Yes, most definitely protecting my energy, especially here in Vegas. If you know anything about Vegas, there's so many different entities and energies to just have to deal with. And not only that, like those entities have literally taken over some of my family that's here. Well, I don't have a lot of family here, but the family members that are here, a couple of them, and it's just been really hard. So I had to separate myself from them. But we have to do whatever it takes in order for us to protect our energy at all costs. And sometimes that means removing family members, longtime friends, whatever the case may be. There is a shift. There's been a shift. And so some people have not elevated, some have elevated, some have risen in frequency, some haven't. So you just have to get a stable ground to know, where you need to go as far as when all that happens, because everybody's not going to go with you. And as you know, when you rise and when you elevate in life, everybody doesn't go with you. That's just the whole thing. So I was on my Facebook Live. If any of you guys aren't on my Facebook, Facebook has literally blocked me and locked me out of all 3 of my accounts on Facebook. So I had to start a new one called New Free Drea. That's what it's called, New Free Drea. So if you all were wondering why I have not been posting on Drea Boss Mylan, Drea Mylan, and Melanated Mysteries, it's because they have locked me out of all 3 accounts. Even on New Free Drea, which is my new Facebook account, I am not even able to post right now. And they won't tell me why. I'm not in Facebook jail, nothing. They literally just caught on to me, and they just know who this resistance of a person is. But anyway, it is what it is. So, but anyway, I did a short live before I went to work today because I saw what happened with Will, and I saw what he did when it came to him. Everybody has these different opinions. We already know that every time there is a ceremony, every time there is a award show, all of that is a ritualistic ceremony, right? So every time that they're doing these things, they are for purposes. Like Will going through what he was going through has literally caused an uproar. But really the reason why he went through what he went through is because it was a humiliation ceremony, right? It was a humiliation ritual. In order for them to get a certain status or whatever, like he said to you, he said, there's bigger devils. He said, Denzel told him there's bigger devils when you reach other levels, higher levels. And Denzel knows this because he got his Grammy, right? I mean, not Grammy, Oscar. And his was for being like the bad cop and like being dirty and all this stuff, right? And that's the same year Halle Berry got hers for being a slut to a white man. You know what I'm saying? Slutting herself out to a white man. Trailer trash white man on top of that. So all of these are like ritualistic ceremonies that they do, right? We know this as spiritual beings, as being tapped in to your spirit God self. You know that these are rituals, you know that these are ceremonies being done. However, I feel like there was a good lesson that a lot of gods could have got out of this. A lot of men, a lot of emperors could have got out of this. And the thing that I saw, now one, I want to say Jada is a Virgo. I am a Virgo. I have a lot of Virgo in my chart. So really, literally. My moon sign is Aquarius, but I'm Virgo, moon sign Aquarius, right? And then in my chart alone, I have a lot of Virgo. So I'm very Virgo. So I really understand the energy that Jada possesses just based off of her astrology signs or sign. But I definitely want to say that I really honestly felt like there was a inner message that could have, even though it was a ritualistic ceremony, I feel like there was an inner message that we all could have got out of that, and especially the guys and the men. Because like I keep telling y'all, it's the time for the matriarch to be on her throne, right? She's risen again, right? So, with that being said, people are looking at it in that manner. And to me, I'm looking at it in a different perspective, right? Because I look at things on all different type of perspectives. I just don't look at it one perspective. I see different perspectives. And the perspective that I saw, that the lesson and the things that we could get out of that was positive, because we know all the negative stuff about it. But the positive thing we can get out of that is that we need our patriarchs to protect the matriarch, right? So with Will and Jada being married and them being in the spotlight and all of this stuff and everybody talking about their marriage and blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that, we already know they had like this open marriage situation that they came out with years ago and said about, but for whatever reason, people are literally forgetting that. Not only that, Jada with her cutting off her hair, and everybody's like literally humiliating her anyway. So she felt some type of way about that, right? About being made fun of. Yes, Will was laughing. If you pay attention, Will was laughing the whole time. However, when he caught his wife's look, that's when his energy changed. That's when he got bold enough to get up and go slap the taste out of Chris's mouth. And I just want to say a lot of men, because again, I know that this is like, you know, staged or whatever y'all want to call it. It may have been, may have not. I don't know. But at the end of the day, there's a lot that you can learn out of this, men. One, you should always protect your goddess, no matter the circumstance. She is the matriarch. And at the end of the day, the fact that he was portraying a protector should never be frowned upon. It should never be looked down upon. See, everybody is looking at this on so many different perspectives. They're taking away the perspective of the man protecting the woman. They're taking away the perspective of the man protecting, or the patriarch protecting the matriarch, which is why men were even placed here on this planet to begin with, is to be the protectors and the providers. Everybody wants to take away from that. Nobody wants to highlight that part, though. Nobody wants to highlight when he actually gave the speech and said, and I really, you know what, now I need to pull out my laptop because I really want to, and see, I don't want them to take this live down. So I feel like if I show it, then they will take it down. But I don't see how they could take it down when it's like public. So let's just see. Hopefully they don't. Because every time I do something a live like this, a live stream like this, they always want to take that down. But when I'm exposing these patriarchs that are being disrespectful to us, they don't want to take that down, but they take down everything else that I put up that's on another note. You know what I'm saying? It's like they want to make me out to be this person that's just like out here like exposing people, and that's not what my live streams are about. That's not what Drea Talk is about. It's about everything. We talk about everything. I talked about Sarah Bartman and the exposing of the feminine body and the goddess body and energy and things like that. Like they took that video down. They always take videos down that are empowering us as women. So hold on. Let me try to go on here really quickly, guys, so that I can gods. Let me say gods. So I can pull up the apology, because that's something that's not being highlighted at all. They're not talking about the fact that this man literally explained why he felt the need to, hold on, I gotta jump on the Wi-Fi here. It says it's connected. They're not talking about why this man, how he talked about how he felt the need to protect, you know, just based off of his role. And when he was playing as Serena and Venus's dad, which I did not see it, you guys, just so you know, I did not see the movie, and I don't need to. I heard what the man said, and that's just a point. And so I'm going to pull this up because I did see his apology, and I don't see that being something that's being highlighted. What I see highlighted is just him slapping Chris, and that's messed up because, hold on, y'all, it's saying it's a weak connection. Let's see. Let me see. I'm trying to get this connected. But yeah, I'm like literally irritated because I feel like everybody likes to take away the good moments and the good things that you could take out of different things. They only want to highlight like the bad stuff, and they always want to like look at stuff on the glass half empty instead of half full. I'm a look at the glass half full type of person. So when I saw that, I was like, yes, we'll defend her, like, you know, because she felt some type of way. And as him being her husband, that's his job to make his wife feel comfortable and feel protected. That's his job. It's like they take away from the fact that the so-called black woman and that the matriarch should be protected and feel protected. They take away from that. There are so many women right now being killed and shot on like literally social media. There's so many men just killing women, kidnapping women. Our wombs are being taken out of us when we're being murdered. Our children are being murdered with us. Nobody's saying anything about the so-called black woman and the attack on her, the matriarch, the attack on us. Nobody's talking about that. And with a man in the forefront like he is, whether he's a celebrity or not, what should have been taken out of that is that man on the Oscars went, whether it was a humiliation, we're taken away from that, y'all. The valuable thing that I felt that could have been talked about this is the fact, okay, it's letting me on now, y'all, is the fact that this man was being a protector. He was making his woman feel comfortable about what was going on. He didn't want his woman to feel uncomfortable. Also, they said something like she has alopecia. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, she probably did feel sensitive about the fact that she had to, okay, now here we go, y'all, that she had to cut her hair or whatever. We don't know what goes on behind closed doors, but we'll do.
Even if you just use the link.
Share this video so that other property owners.
What happened to the black women in prison when Trump was in office? I believe Trump let some black women go when he was in office. Not only black women, black men, if I'm not mistaken. And he did more than what Obama did. Obama didn't let no, and I'm not defending him. Please don't take it like that either, because y'all love to be sensitive and find anything that I say and to try to highlight it like I'm being against it. No, at the end of the day, what happened to Obama letting his brothers and sisters out of jail and out of prison? What happened to that? Because Trump did let black women and black men out of prison. And that's just a fact. You can Google it. I'm sure you probably got to find it because they're probably trying to scrub anything positive that happened. But he had to. He had universal karma, and he had karmic debt that he had to repay. And so he did those things based off of a contract that he had with the Galactic Federation. But that's getting deeper, and that's a whole nother situation. I'm sure a lot of people don't know that. But anyway, let me get in here. I got a point, and people trying to take me off my point. Let me get to this. Hopefully they don't block me. It shouldn't be a long one. Okay, now Will did not apologize to Chris. I just want y'all to know that. He never apologized to that man. But he did give a speech, and I think that it's
This
very...
is a beautiful moment, and I'm not crying for winning an award. It's not about winning an award for me. It's about being able to shine light on all of the people, Tim and Trevor and Zach and Sanaya and Demi and Ingenue and the entire cast and crew of King Richard and Venus and Serena, the entire Williams family. Art imitates life. I look like the crazy father, just like they said. I look like crazy father, just like they said about Richard Williams. But love will make you do crazy things.
So that wasn't the whole one. But anyway, he basically... Oh, here we go. Is that it? No, that's not it. Basically, he was saying that with his role, being a protector and having to protect the women on the cast, he felt, in the role that he had to protect, his family. And he was like, as a man protecting your family, then you get into that place of where you are being a protector. You think last. You act first and think last. When it comes to you feeling like someone is being attacked in your family, as he felt like his wife was being attacked, in any other circumstance, and if this is one of your men or one of your husbands or whatever the case may be, their job is to protect. Their job is also to provide. That is what the man is here for, right? Our job is to nurture. Our job is to also take care of the family. You know what I mean? Look after the family, nurture the children, nurture our man, and all of that stuff. But the man's job ultimately is to be the protector and the provider. And people like to take away from that fact. And basically, I don't see nothing wrong with what he did. If we were talking about any other circumstances, I don't see anything wrong with what he did. I have a problem with the fact that people like to take the focus off of the fact that our so-called black women need to be protected. That's what I have a problem with. I feel like nobody cares about all of our women coming up missing. Nobody cares about all these men that's literally murdering and killing the so-called black woman. Nobody cares about any of that. Nobody talks about that. And it's always swept under the rug. But let Becky or Susan come up missing. Let them get beat and killed. It's going to be on every news platform ever in life. Oh, her husband, she's missing. She's da-da-da-da-da. Oh, their children were killed along with them. And da-da-da. It's on every news platform as if it's like top of the news and important. But when something happens to us, nothing is important. A man can talk down on a black woman publicly on the Oscars, and that's okay. But let him have talked about Demi Moore or somebody. Look at Taylor Swift. Look at what Kanye did to Taylor Swift. And they made that like it was the worst thing that could have ever happened in the life of humanity overall. Because it was. Because I was a white woman. How dare you talk about a white woman, especially being a black man? How dare you talk about a white woman? But it's okay for Chris Rock to down Jada, his own people, on national TV during one of the most watched award shows ever. It was okay. But it's not okay for Will Smith to portray slapping that man that disrespected his wife. That's not okay. So I'm just trying to get people to look at different perspectives, and that's what I'm looking at. I'm not take away the fact of it being a ritual and this and that, whatever the case may be. I feel like there is something valuable that we can actually take from this and learn from this and be like, it's okay for the black man to protect the black woman at all costs. But this is the problem we have as goddesses. This is the problem we have as the so-called black women. This is the problem we have as queens, empresses, and whatever it is that you may want to call yourself and refer to yourself as. This is the problem we have. We don't have protection. We don't have protection. We don't. A lot of us don't feel protected. And then men wonder why we're always defensive and always on guard, because we only have ourselves to protect. We only have ourselves to protect. Period. When it's all said and done, and at the end of the day, if something was to happen, whether we removing all of that stuff. I already told y'all, we removing the fact. I'm giving a different perspective based off of the actions of what happened. We're talking about woman and man, the God, the goddess, and how the protection needs to be put in place, period. It should never be looked at regardless. If we look at it just a man defending his wife, we should never look at it like he was wrong for defending his wife. We should never look at it like the black woman, it's okay to make fun of her, but not okay to make fun of the white woman. Why is this something that's always taken away from? We can't never stay on point. We can't never stay on topic. Every time we talk about this, everybody want to veer off of the point. And the point is, we don't feel protected overall. I honestly feel like this at the end of the day. There's certain things that I can't do as a black woman by myself out in public, because I already know if somebody was to do something to me, whether there was my kind around or not, and the other kind around or not, that no one is going to care. I can be in the middle of the Vegas Strip and somebody literally, I don't even know, pick me up, drag me, dog walk me through the streets in front of the police. And do you think that I feel like somebody is going to interject and really try to save me? Fuck no. No. And I'm sure a lot of you goddesses feel the same way. If we had that much protection going on, it wouldn't be so many women and children being murdered right now. On social media, on the streets. Back home where I'm from, there's women getting shot in the head every other night. Dead ass in their cars, walking the streets, in their homes. I know this to be a fact. I know this to be a fact. And this is in St. Louis. I know this to be a fact, and no one has anything to say about it. No one cares. So for a so-called black man to walk on an Oscar stage and slap the shit out of another celebrity, I feel like that's a valuable lesson that could have been learned from all of us. And that is, protect the woman, protect the goddess at all costs. If you have a mate, if that's your husband, if that's your boyfriend, he should be willing to lay his life on the line for your life. He should be willing to be able to give up whatever it is, whatever it is, in order to protect you. Period. And you can feel how you want to feel, because I know it's going to be some men come under here like, oh, y'all don't deserve this, y'all don't deserve that, blah, blah, blah. Oh, but every other being on this planet deserve it. And the only reason any of y'all on this planet is because of the so-called black woman, the mitochondrial gene that only the melanated nine-ether being woman carry. None of y'all, including the men. So let's be clear. There needs to be some type of respect on this motherfucker for us. And I'm sick of it not being none. And I'm sick of everybody just overlooking shit and talking shit and doing this and doing it. I'm sick of it, really, to be honest. And I'm not trans. I'm a straight woman that feel like at the end of the day, I'm not going to be with nobody, no man, until he's the protector and a provider. I could provide for myself, but he still needs to help provide for me. He needs to provide for me, my children, our children, whatever the case may be. At the end of the day, I'm going to hold him to his role because I understand what the man is here for. And too many of y'all goddesses and women are allowing these men to get away with not doing their role. And that's a problem too. That's a problem too. So when a woman holds a man to their role, their responsibility, she's looked at as, oh, she's running him, she's this, she's that. No, she knows her worth. She knows the role of the man. She knows the role of herself. And she is falling back and expecting him to do his role. Y'all don't know what y'all want. Y'all don't know if y'all want us to take over and be the fucking man and the woman, or y'all don't know if y'all want us to fall back and allow y'all to do y'all job, because most of y'all don't want to do your job. Which one is it? Let us know. We don't know. Just saying. So somebody is on here. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read some of the comments. As far as taking the land and all of that stuff, as far as people getting their citizenship and stuff like that, I'm very aware of that. I have not gotten on here and spoke about that because I am going through the process myself about getting my nationality on this land. So I don't like to speak about stuff until I went through the process so that I can be able to vouch for it myself, because I don't want people to be sitting up here, you said da 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 da, and what the fuck I said. So I'm not going to just say something to look good on here or make people feel good. But I do get what you're saying. Yes, we do need to take back our land. We need to take our nationality. We need to take ourselves out of the corporation, the system, all of those things. We do. Oh, wow. So Kiana said, and I just saw an upcoming live saying Will Smith, how women drive simps insane, and I ain't sinned for it. You know what? Let me tell you something. You know who's a simp? Let me tell y'all who a simp is. Let me tell y'all what simp, and I'm going to say niggas. And people hate, oh, she's saying niggas. I say niggas to me are ignorant motherfuckers, period. Okay? So you can feel how you want to feel about it, but I've always been completely real about how I feel about anything. To me, niggas are simple ass, ignorant ass motherfuckers, right? And the only simps out here are niggas. The only simps out here are the so-called man patriarch that don't want to take his role and his responsibility, wants to make excuses for everything, always want to call men that protect the woman a simp, but you all up in your man's face, you all up in your boy face, you all up in your so-called best friend face that's a whole nother man. To me, you sitting up here straddling the gay fence. If you're not gay, you're bisexual. That's how I look at shit. And you need to really come out the closet and just say what the fuck it is. If you got a problem with a man protecting a woman, if you got a problem with a man defending a woman, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, these people had an open relationship. That's their business, however they run their marriage. If he's okay with it and she okay with it, why do you have something to say about it? He's protecting her because he feels like he needs to protect her. But to call him a simp or call a man a simp because they're defending their woman, that just goes to show how much of a simp you are, how weak you are. Because no strong man is going to be okay with another man disrespecting his woman. None. Not no real man. Not no real man. No real man is going to be okay with another man disrespecting his wife, his girlfriend, any woman. Period. And I already know it's going to be some little weak ass dudes come on here, because it always happens like that. I don't get nothing but notifications of weak ass, bum ass, Pharaoh dick riding dudes, Rashad dick riding dudes. All y'all love the penis, but don't want to admit it. Just admit it. Don't come underneath here talking crazy to me, Go talk crazy to your man. Go find you a man. Go own up to the fact that you like penis. Don't come for me. That's the problem I be having too. But I just don't say nothing no more. But trust me, there's lots of comments that keep flooding through to defend Pharaoh and his bitch ass energy and to defend Rashad and his bitch ass energy. Any man that has a problem with a woman, first off, let me tell you something. I grew up in the old school. In the old school, men do not disrespect women. The way that we used to do things back in the day when our grandmothers, grandfathers, our grandparents was in control, they didn't disrespect women. They didn't talk about women. They didn't gossip. They didn't do, that was hoe shit. That was woman shit. That was woman shit. So with that being said, why are men now switching roles and they acting more like women than we are? Is the question. Why are y'all coming for women? Why are men even coming attacking women in any way, shape, or form? Let women be women and say what they want to say about anything. Why are you attacking another woman, but you ain't going to attack another man? You ain't going to say nothing crazy to another man. You scared to step to a man, but you want to step to a woman. I just don't get it. So men like that, I really don't, and I don't even want to call simps like that. I don't really have anything for them. All I tell them is they mama, because at the end of the day, you're not gonna come for me. Like, I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. It is what it is, and the fact that you feel like you need to come on here and defend a whole nother man just lets me know exactly who you are. Period. Period. I have nothing else for you. So that being said, that's where I stand on that, just in case nobody knows. Yeah, they hella different. These new men are not men. That's the problem. Most of them ain't men. They want to be women so bad. Like, literally. And you know what? In this day and age, you can be whatever the fuck you want to. Biden is in office now. Like, he's past all the shit. You can literally name yourself to be whatever sex you want to fucking be. So I don't get it. Just go ahead, do what you need to do. Quit hiding behind the male persona and just come out and say you like dick. Just saying. Say you got a problem with the woman because you really want to be the woman. Just say that. And I will respect you more. But, you know, we're not going to have that either because they don't want to own up to that either. He said, thank God I had my GPA. God is great minds think alike. That's what I'm saying. Like, just own up to who you really are. And that's the problem. A lot of people are so angry and they don't want to own up to who they really are. They don't want to take responsibility for the fact that maybe you like the same gender as yourself. Who knows? But don't come for me. Because I'm going to send you packing Federal Express because I didn't send for you. So I'm going to return to sender. But anyway, y'all, I just wanted to say that I just felt the need to, first off, do a live stream with y'all because I haven't been on live stream in a long time on YouTube. Secondly, I just saw a different perspective in the Jada and Will thing, and I just wanted to speak on that as well. I'm getting ready to wind down because I do have a long day tomorrow. But I will be doing more live streams. If it's anything y'all want me to talk about or discuss, please drop it in the comments. Please like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, and we can talk some shit, like for real. Like, I really be on some talking some shit. But if it's something that y'all want me to discuss or talk about, I'm really going to have some time this week. So just drop it in the messages or whatever the case may be. And peace and love to everybody. Spread love, please, because we got a lot of hate out here. And irregardless of what people want to think, I'm not a hater. I only like love and I only respect love. I hate, but I also hate people that are fake. So I'm going to be real. You know what I'm saying? People expect you to be fake because you're being raw. No, sometimes rawness is what ticks people off because they want you to be fake. But you being loving people is being real with them, y'all. Okay? That's something that's been totally misconstrued in this generation. Being real is being of love. Being fake is being of hate. Okay? So peace and love to y'all. Love y'all and talk to you soon.